to be honest with you, if I'm going to expect any team to do... So, there's two teams in this roster, tournament roster, that I expect to do the Assault Hop. And that is GB and Hop.
What, you guys aren't going to do it? You don't think Badge will do it?
Not as
Come on, Infrequent.
No, come on. No, you know what, actually? Yeah, it's a thing that he would do, and then he'd die. Like, he'll do it and he'll fail.
See,
sorry,
like...
Madge. If you're watching it, I'm sorry, but you will die.
I might do it, but I'm only going to do it in rounds where I'm okay if we lose. Like, I don't have confidence to do it in a match where it really matters.
Yeah. So, we are live, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Saitama. And here we go, Deer through Fire Pit straight away. Ghost Control, Fire Pit, with his ZRS switch as well. Smart.
Yeah. But he's not pushing forward, which makes sense because Resnips is ready. Like, Merc versus Merc. These two are just like, they're not intentionally doing it, but they're kind of countering each other in a lot of these matches.
Look at GB's push. Doubled up, forklift.
Versus the stack in just Vol who's covering Tachikoma room here. So if they can 2v1 him, they can absolutely break open this team because then they'll have nothing to cover their butt.
Yeah, AGL's pushing right through here. Walked the entire way. Meanwhile, Yoko does have the ghost.
Ooh, AGL gets it.
Wow, it took way too long to kill Resnips there.
Oh, but he doubles back instead of pushing forward. That's a mistake. As soon as you got tank, you take it. Deer's gonna like fiercely come back to like, I don't know. He's just gonna cover this room, but I think like you could backstab server. There's so much you could be doing right now. Like there's two players here that are ripe for the picking. Looks like they're identifying that now, but MNHR's got the ghost. Now that if they don't push hard, they could actually break through BK and Marumo and maybe Cap, but. Oh, he doesn't look behind him. Oh no, Agile.
Gets straight out.
Sizz gets the double
Sizz.
though.
Nice.
That was almost a nightmare for MNHR because there's the classic. You use the ghost carrier, you look in front of you, you don't look behind you, and they almost got completely backstabbed, but it worked out.
UB are in very defensive positions here.
It's going to time out first round, which is not surprising considering these two teams in this map, but almost GB's round there, very narrowly.
Okay. And also, it's funny, but we never talk about this. After the round timer, when we tie out, it's these XP gains where people get rank ups. You need to be very in this matchup. You need to be very careful about that because if you give BK an early sergeant or an early corporal into MX support, that can be very dangerous.
Yeah, Deer rotates off that recon here, maybe identifying that, hey, the defense is just going to be too down pat for GB. I don't feel confident I can get an effective flank. And GB pairing up Agile BK together in Tachikoma room. Doesn't look like Sero's interested in contesting that, just holding that long angle, of course. So we got a stalemate. Ironically, the only person who's anywhere close to the ghost is Marumo.
And Agile gets that first pick on Sero.
Looks like Sizz is toying with the idea of peeking server, but instead he's just holding it.
GB are walking up.
Now they're gonna meet Yoko here. Yeah, Yoko gets the pick there. BK gets up, but Yoko's already out. Ooh. Oh, he came back.
Nice.
The timing. You got Deer versus BK here. Deer's Meg is out, so BK's able to escape. Well played by him. He was kind of stuck there, so.
Not find the target, but Vol has suicide cover.
30 seconds left.
Meet Vol. Resnaps is going to meet Vol here if Resnaps pushes. Now they take the angle.
It's going to be another tie out here as both teams are equally matched, and I don't think any team is really willing to pick it up. BK looks like is, which I think is a good call here. Give yourself a chance to win the round, and then even if it doesn't work out, you should be able to tie. We'll see if they're able to guide Resneps or Marumo into a kill here, but he cannot be the one leading the charge with the Ghost. He needs to be able to somewhere safe so he can drop it. Oh no. Ooh, dodges the nade from Sizz. That was almost a nightmare, but Marumo gets killed. This is what I mean. Oh, BK gets it though, so oh my god, okay, 30 seconds though. Oh no, the Ghost! Oh, BK, you got so far. You guys had the advantage. I guess he's at 5 and Resnips is only 50, but it's a 2v1. Like, you gotta at least go for it in that situation, but props on them for picking up the Ghost in the first place. Did give them a little bit of an XP lead, but not much. And then he dies.
Yeah. So, 1x1 Corporal has the MX support there for GB, and 1 MX... Oh, no. MNHR do not elect to go for the Corporal support. Stick to the assault. That could bite them in the ass.
Yeah, it could be that he got that kill like right at the end of the round. He might not have realized he ranked up. I don't know.
Yeah, shots going out, Ned.
Resneps good hops into Tachikoma room. Yoko's backing up Vol this time instead, identifying that their defense here was a little bit weak last time. Deer also in position to help out from server if need be. Yeah, the MX spread not favoring Agile there. Nade also not going to be on the mark. So I think your push is stalled out here as GB. Oh, maybe not. Resneps just powers through. Yoko tosses a grenade, but GB predicting it from last... Oh my god, is he... Oh, Resnips, if you do this, you're an absolute Chad. No, he's just calling with it. Okay, I thought he was going to shoot it onto the cap, but... Alright, so we got a hardcore defense on tank here as MNHR, but... They deal with the backliner, so now they only have to deal with the people in front. And there's smoke in the way, so really only Agile can peek this safely from his team. Looks like BK's setting up the flank, so they're just waiting for him, and he's slow walking to not give himself away. Deer's not watching it either. They have nobody covering this. Gets first. Yep, clean.
Clean. Yep, very clean. It's a good XP spread there as well. Gets Agile closer to Sergeant, gets Mega the Corporal, and Marumo very close to Corporal, meanwhile Beaker comfortable nearly Sergeant.
Yep, very important. First round on the board for GB, 4th round in now. So MNHR, it's kind of early, but honestly this round, or like the next round that whoever wins, this is going to make or break their map. If they let this get to 2-0 and the XP gap widens, they're going to have a really hard time coming back. BK going to meet up with Sizz here. Sizz does come out on top, and they have ghost control, so now MNHR could do to GB what GB just did to them. Oh, but that great nade from Mega just dashes those hopes. So we got MNHR repositioning a little bit. Marumo just holding steady. And we got triple on the Ghost here from GB. I do like this, because if you can pick up the Ghost and you can strong arm it up through there, you have a very quick cap. But you have 2 players you have to get rid of on the way. You get the first. If you can take care of Deer here, you have almost a free cap. Like, Cero's here too now, so maybe it's not quite so free anymore, but this cap timing is surprisingly fast. And Yoko's...
Cero very much wary of that.
Yeah,
on the
Yoko's
defensive here.
out of position, though. They need to get out of covering suicide. They're not helping your team here at all. Meanwhile, I don't like how stacked up GB is. You need to spread out. Like, all 4 of you in this one tiny doorway, that's never going to work.
Taking that goes forward, utilising that info, gets them that grenade there, taking out Yoko, a key kill.
Resnev's trying to get the assault jump in here, but this is a really tight jump. It's really not easy to make. You're wasting a lot of time doing that. The double team from Sero and Deer here does clear out Agile.
3v2 here, damage coming out, and Resnev's
Sero peeked when
angle.
he probably should have forced them to come out instead, so now it's a 1v3. There is
But
only
GB
30
are all
seconds on the
stacked up
clock.
on one angle.
Yeah, Resnev's finally identifying like, hey, we have to push out.
Yeah, and here we go, overwhelming Deer. Even if they don't have... Oh, yeah, I was going to say...
Well fought by Deer there. Like, he did basically all that he could. Like, there's not enough ammo just for a support and a full assault there, so and he's stuck in the open where he ended up. So GB incrementing that advantage forward yet again. BK slap bang, peeking, suicide, and running back, saying, okay, they're not pushing it, I'll come back. Hyper defensive setup from MNHR, as per usual. Got all your angles covered here. I do like that Sero's pushing forward a little bit. I didn't like that they were holding so far on the spawn before. Would like to see him push up a little bit more, honestly. And weapon disadvantage. Big difference there. ZRC versus ZRS. Accuracy matters. GB are just like winning these one-on-one fights. MNHR is just slowly getting pushed back deeper and deeper in their spawn, which is not good on this map. I think Agile saw Yoko there, he does. Vol covering the spawn, good kill there on BK. Agile needs to be careful because Yoko can...
Yoko with the 5 HP, yeah,
but...
gets taken down like that. Agile is on a roll.
Yeah, Deer's nade slightly off the mark, not able to tell exactly where to throw it due to the smoke. Does fall back, leaving Vol to try and... Well, he's not in a position to contest Ghost because that's all the way back here, which explains why GB took so long to get it, because this is about as far away as it can spawn. Very important kill there. They needed that kill before GB had time to set up. So now this is still doable for MNHR. Especially because GB isn't moving.
Good. I like that switch. I like that switch. That was good. Good coordination, it shows good communication.
I do like Vol's attempted nade there, because if you're assuming that the players are pushing in front of the Ghost, it would have caught somebody, but... Oh, Marimo, though, is going to get the counter nade. Goodbye. That's the difference between holding the Ghost and just, like, hoping. Like, that nade was pure Ghost call. So now Deer has to pull a miracle, but there's no time. He's actually going to get a tie. Yeah, GB just took too long setting up. Honestly, MNHR should feel a sigh of relief from that one, because 3-0 is brutal, but 2-0 is manageable.
Yeah. And we're on round 6 here. Don't know what Harris is doing joining the server. Thank you.
Yep. Looks like Yoko's going for the Ghost. Well, he's not going to pick it up, though. BK, Marimo working together here. Sarah holding that same spot. It's a strong angle, but just depends how the spread goes. Yeah, so you got your pairs on GB up here again. And MNHR just holding a nice defensive setup.
very much a slow and methodical play here.
Yeah, GB's feeling comfy though, I think. I don't think they feel like they need to push, and they don't, to be fair. So when the timer gets down here, we'll see if MNHR are able to make a little foray onto the map.
Who will pick up the ghost, if anyone? I know MNHR are considering it, however, they only have one person looking at it. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody, Deer? Who's slow walking through office? He is going through Spiral.
Vol is gearing up for a nice little... no, he's just holding. Honestly, MNHR, they need to send one or maybe two people in, like, within 5 seconds, or they're not going to have a chance in this round in this map. Yep. Alright, if this is how they're going to play every round from on out, they're going to lose, because you need to at least, like, make an attempt to win the round. I'm not saying you need to push, I'm saying you need to, like, poke. You just need to say, hey, can we maybe get 1 kill? If we can get 1 kill, maybe we can get 2 kills. If we can get 2 kills, maybe we can get 3 kills, and then pick up the ghost, you know, and so forth. But if you're just going to hold, this is why people call Saitama Taitama, because teams who are behind aren't willing to make plays.
Yep. You have to make plays. You have to make plays. It doesn't matter what map you're on, it doesn't matter whether you're in front or behind, plays must be made. And here's the thing. The longer MNHR take to do this, the more MXs GB get. And GB are on the verge of 3 more sergeants here. Resneps, Mega, BK, all on 9 HP as assault. 9 XP rather as assault.
They catch BK with his pants down, but he still gets the kill with the grenade.
It's a strong forklift push. Resneps catches Zero here.
Yoko's pushing forward.
Very careful.
Try and get a kill before GB can match up. He doesn't find anybody. And now he's ceded server control to GB. But he can backstab, but he's gotta... no, he's going big now. If he had just stayed there, he might have been able to backstab when they picked up the ghost, but... as soon as they pick up the ghost, they will realize where he is. Ooh, Sizz gets a kill, though.
Dia on a good angle here. Very smart to shut down that push with the smokes. But I think Dia's out of smokes now. Yeah, Dia is out of smokes. They cannot shut down the pushes anymore. And GB are pushing a different lane. And now it's down to Dia. And Dia have got no resource. They have no resources left.
Oh, I was going to say, I would have really liked if he actually pushed a ghost there. That would have been his only chance at the round. Because actually there's nobody here. If you can kill the first 2 to come to ghost, you can like run away and then maybe tie out the round. But then again, if GB doesn't... okay, GB picked up the ghost. They've called him out now. They know where he is. It's... yeah, you saw he stopped shooting at the end there because he realized that Resneps was going to cap if he kept expending ammo.
Yep, and like your stamina right now to pull a comeback, like it's only 3-0 and it's not much of a lead, but to pull a comeback right now is going to be difficult. You're really going to have to pull off some crazy players. You only have 2 corporals. Meanwhile, you've got GB here on quadruple sergeant.
Now, it's not all over for MNHR. They just need 1 round. They need 1 round to get 3 of their players onto corporal, and then they can absolutely take the map. Because, again, it's only 3-round difference. If you... 3 rounds is not that much. But they need to put themselves in a position to make that happen. Or they keep holding that GB just keep fumbles, which they haven't done so far, but...
I don't understand this angle from Resneps on big stairs right now as recon.
Great opener from Deer. Agile equalizes elsewhere. Vol can flank here, actually, but instead he doubles back, which I don't agree with. I would have loved if he went through the recon route to flank server here, but such is life. Agile pushing up forward to peek big. This could be nasty, but they might have heard that weapon pick up. They'll especially know that he's here now. Oh, with the smoke. Both Vol and Yoko are in the... what? Meeting up with Sis here. That's good. I was gonna say, right now, Marmo's the only one protecting a cap here. They can... Okay, Resneb's... Oh, that dirty deck... No! Grenade! What the fuck? Now they have a dead pack too? Oh, Sis. No, Sis.
How did Resneb just survive right now? He was a dead pack. Bang. Doesn't find anyone.
Sis is on the ghost though, so it's not over yet. Okay, now it is. I think the fatigue is getting to MNHR a little bit. Sometimes
100%.
their positioning and plays is just doesn't quite make sense with what's happening on the map.
And here we are, round 9. This is where it gets deceptive because, oh, I'm only 4 rounds behind, but you are on round 9. We're over halfway through, and we're on final map.
Yeah, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 7 rounds total left. So if you win 4 and you tie 3, you can still go to sudden death. So every tie round from here on out is just going to put a clock. Vol meets 3 players, but that's great intel. Can MNHR make use of knowing we're 3 players on GBR? No, they're static. Usually if you see 3 players on a section of the map, that should be your sign that, like, hey, literally anywhere else, we can go. But Agile does a good play. Deer's holding it down here at Tachikoma Run, but he's going to eat the nade. And doesn't quite die, though. Resnep's calling here with the ghost, so they are swapping the ghost onto the healthier player. Or the weaker player.
Yeah. DB took a lot of damage there to get that round advantage. They do have the ghost.
Yeah, Sis is still healthy, Sero's still healthy. Deer is not healthy, but he is backing up Sis, so that's fine.
Yeah, and it's a support with MX, so they've got teeth.
For a moment there, I thought GB was taking the ghost back to try and force MNHR to push if they want to win. Which, if that's what they're doing, then props, because that's the right thing to do if you're being sweaty. If you're being sweaty here, you're up 4 rounds, there's only 7 rounds left, you just hold the ghost and say, hey, I've got a candy. You want it? You gotta come push for it. Which will feed into us killing you, so...
Oh. Sorry, I expected BK to leg break there.
That would have been hilarious, honestly. He just falls to his death. That would have been incredible.
Ladder boost into leg break is the worst thing ever.
I do think, honestly, that both teams are doing the right thing here. I think MNHR is too banged up to actually make a play on the map. And I do think that GB is right to just say, hey, we're going to tie every round out unless you, like, put yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah, 100%. Why give them a chance?
Yeah, so honestly, like, I think MNHR, you still have a little bit of time to bide your time, but you got, in my opinion, 1 more round like this where you can sit and play it safe. After that, you got to start making plays. Because tie or lose is not a place you want to be on this map.
Yeah, so what are we going to do? MNHR, what are you going to do? Are you going to push through office? He's been pushing it through a lot. However, you do have ghost control here. There's the immediate ghost pickup. Good. But you need to make a player. You need to convert it into a player. You're against 4 MX right now on side tower, which is a scary place to be.
Sero is lucky to be alive right now. He's got to have no health after Omega just blasted him.
Yeah. Didn't need to make that push either. They had Ghost, they didn't need to do it.
That's also one of the hardest pushes to make. Pushing out from that elevator hallway, it's just a bullet funnel. Omega's gonna backstab here if the ghost calls aren't on point.
There's Mega finding Vol. And Sis taking damage. Sero is
He's inside
going
glass.
down. Dia goes down as well.
Oh, how did he... Yoko almost team killed there, but just barely didn't. Oh, he's doing everything he can. There's just too many players here. And that's it. Convincing 5-0 sweep on Saitama. GB takes the win. Oh shit. It wasn't match point. I lied. I thought it was.
No, we all
mistake.
make this mistake. We
Oops.
all make this mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It's, yeah. NT rounds are, yeah.
Okay, for realsies though, this time if they lose, then they lose for real.
Yeah, MNHR need to pull this back. They need to make some plays.
It looks like more status quo from them, but they are at least paired up with Yoko and Sizz on the lane with the Ghost, which I do like. Yoko's toying with moving forward.
Yep, some damage
Oh,
coming out there.
nade?
Sizz
Too
finds BK. Nade goes out from Mega. Finds Sizz. Dia is there on the back foot. Puts the nade out on Tachikoma. Dia with the pre-fire. But steps out and takes a little bit of damage for it.
Yeah, the problem is
in the
everyone
smoke.
else on MNHR is static while this is happening. Like, he's stalling as best he can, but okay, Vol gets a kill. I was gonna say, this is what you need to be doing. Making movement elsewhere on the map. Because now they have a clean line to the cap.
Yeah, but Agil has control of their tank spawn. He has full control.
Yeah, Sero, it's all gonna be on you to prevent this cap here unless people move. Oh, but Yoko gets a kill. Alright, we got a game.
Come on, Yoko, you beast. Ooh, that was close. No way. No way.
If he gets
One
this
hit
kill, they
streak.
could. Oh no, Agil.
The flank.
Alright, so now
That's a good
it's full old do or die. You got 30 seconds to get to the Ghost. This is your.
Wallbang?
You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is how you don't want to go out. Unfortunately, maybe he doesn't realize it's match point, but well, they could tie. They could tie. Actually, no, I lied. He can tie. This is fine. He doesn't have to do anything. He's got one more tie in him. It's okay.
It's oh.
Okay, it's not okay.
Oh. Oh, it's GG. Well played.
Yeah, GG.
Use the cloak to announce that they were there. Like you cannot make more noise than what they just did. But yeah, GG. Well played.